What is going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a blessed day today. You might be wondering, why am I in a parking lot recording a video? Well, I'm doing this because I had a message on my heart that I feel like would definitely resonate with somebody who reads the title of this video and makes you think, right? But yeah. Today I'm talking about you have to sell your soul. Now, what does this mean? This sounds a little scarier than it is. It is scary, but it also kind of ties into the quote that you're not special, which also when I was younger, I didn't really understand what people meant when they said that. I thought they were just being a dick. You have to sell your soul. What does this mean? I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet, right? We live in a society. Haha. It's true. We live underneath a system. We live in a system. We're essentially slaves, right? One step to understanding this is easy day. Understand that money controls the world. Money controls your life. Money controls your freedom to a certain extent, and I'll get there. Imagine before all this, before bills, before rent, anything, right? How did we live? We lived in tribes, bro. It was free to live. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. So imagine, right? You're in your tribe, you're in your hometown tribe, and you're like, oh, I just feel in my heart, I'm so much destined for more. All you gotta do, get up. Let's say in your heart, you're a young kid, right, in the tribe, you're 19 or whatever, right? You're like, oh, I feel like I'm destined for so much more. Something's really calling me to go out west or whatever, right? And cross the ocean or whatever. Bro, you could literally just do that. You could literally just do that. Like, and go see what you're made of and go on an adventure. You might die, but like, you might die anyways, you know? So it's like, first you have to understand that that's what was taken from us, right? We were taken away our right to live freely. Now we work so we can pay bills, hopefully take a vacation once a year, and we're all zombies and slaves and on our phones and don't talk to people anymore. So now let me get to the point. You have to sell your soul, right? You don't have to. I'll get there. I'm 23, right? When I was 18, 19, 20, when I was like a younger adult, I guess, it used to bring me a lot of frustration and confusion, right? Like, why does every job make me so depressed? Why am I crashing out at work? And I'm a really nice guy. I care about people, whatever. But for some reason, like, I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know what I know now at the time, but like, I was just crashing out. I was just angry because, you know, work is pretty, basically, if you don't kiss people's butt, to an extent, right? Then people make you feel unwelcome, retaliate against you, right? That's what I mean. I'm at a point now where I'm like, bro, I'm done fighting. You get to a point where you realize that the world is just cooked and you kind of have to be easier to exist around, even though your boss might be a weenie and it might go against everything in your heart to like be like, yo, you're a weenie. I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that. The selling your soul part comes in to where you have to kind of like play the game and be like, hey, good morning. you're the man. You know? That's essentially selling your soul. In a way. But the selling your soul part comes in because, like, that guy could be a child molester. He could give big rapey vibes. But, you know, you might need the gig or whatever. So, you get to a point as you get older, you're like, yo, let me just chill. Whatever, bro. Like, I'm just get my money and go home, right? That's where the selling your soul part comes in. Because you need money. So you can go see the things that you want to see. So you can provide for yourself. And have nice things, right? There is an alternative. You could just be like a hippie and just go backpack. And just do that, right? But like, that's a special type of person. Or you could live in a van or whatever, right? But not everybody wants to do that. So you sell your soul essentially by participating in the exact same game that keeps us enslaved. Unless there's like a crazy uprising, what are you gonna do? You know? It's frustrating, but like, what are you gonna do, bro? You know? So yeah. And there's different levels to like how much you sell your soul and like climbing the corporate ladder. You have to sell more of yourself as opposed to you're like just a tradesman or whatever. You start to realize that as you get older, like you start to learn what that entails, I guess. But yeah, you just essentially have to embrace. You get to a point where like, yo, it's gonna suck either way. I'm gonna feel drained and dead inside of the way, but it's like, what am I willing to tolerate? And what makes it easier? What makes doing this easier? I'm gonna let you know. This is elite ball knowledge. Live within your means, bro. Don't get a crazy apartment. Don't get a crazy car. Don't have hella bills and all this, bro. Get a little apartment or like a crib, right? Save up for like a small down payment on a crib. Live within your means. Live under your means. You definitely can provide for yourself by working at Amazon. You're just gonna have to live in like kind of a shittier place. Like size-wise, right? You can find like different places. Like you can find a decent area and just live in like a small place, right? You use all your other energy and time and money chasing your dream, or like, let's say like, just go see everything you've ever wanted to see. That's all that matters. Is seeing everything that you've ever wanted to see. That's all you can do. I'm gonna try and make a video later about like what it took me to realize this, but like people think that they have to like just don't live your life for anyone else. I'll make another video explaining this, but like, yeah, bro. Until the entire world decides to go on strike, you're gonna have to sell your soul. I'm not even putting quotes. That's essentially what it is, right? That's what people say when they mean like, oh, you're not special, because like everyone goes through this crisis. Hopefully, you're gonna have to participate in the exact game that's enslaving us and taking away our true freedom as human beings, and just kind of submit until there's like a crazy uprising. But yeah, bro, what can you do about it? I'm gonna tell you, bro. Well, yeah, that's why like I also stopped judging homeless people, because I'm like, yo, they're honestly doing more for the revolution, like to take our freedom back as people by just not participating in it. You know, some of them are doing that consciously, but either way, like, yeah, dude, just get money, live within your means, and do what you can, and you're gonna be okay, and I love you. Bye.